If you're determined to succeed, one of the most important words you need to say is no. Because a lot of times there are going to be requests for your time and your energy that you're going to have to divert from if you want to stay focused on achieving your goals. In today's daily journal, that's really what the task is about. Today is January the 12th, 2021. We're 12 days into the new year. It's 8:31 in the morning, and I wanted to really just read the annotation that I have for today, and I can do that by putting on my glasses and reading here that it says, people who overcome challenges know how to focus precisely on what they want to achieve. When they make 100% commitment, they cut off distractions. Their commitment influences the friends they choose, the activities they pursue. We all have to go all in when it comes to working toward the best outcomes that we want to achieve. These are the lessons that you get daily if you subscribe to the daily journal or if you create your own daily journal. This is a strategy that empowered me through 26 years in prison. It gave me an ability to recalibrate and build my strength again, and it's something that you can do as well. Today, we are continuing this process of documenting every day in the journey so that people can see how sometimes we have to shift focus. Sometimes we have to say no to something that we want to do in order so that we can stay focused on something that's more success, that's going to lead towards more success. Remember, our strategy, and you'll learn this if you go through the course, is that to succeed, we initially have to define what it means. Then we have to document a strategy. We have to create our own tools, tactics, and resources, and then we have to hold ourselves accountable. One of the ways that I hold myself accountable is by filming these daily videos that I publish on our Prison Professors YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm going to ask that you do so. So as I move myself to the top right of the screen, you're going to see what I mean when it says you've got to say no. This is the homepage, the current homepage of our YouTube channel at Prison Professors. And you see that we teach people how to get best outcomes, whether it's going through a government investigation, preparing for sentencing, or going through a prison journey. And a lot of these videos go inside of prisons across America. Notice that I have been recording a new video every day since the start of the new year. 1 day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. They go back so that because I want people to see the things that they have to do. I don't ask anybody to do anything that I am not doing, but I want to show this is one way that you can show it. But yesterday's video on January the 11th, the last video I have, I think, is this one. Let me see if I can open it. I'm not going to, don't want to play it, but I want to see the date. Yeah, see, the last one was January the 10th. Well, yesterday's video on January the 11th was actually this video right here, which, as you see, it's for compliance mitigation. This is the new business that I am building. And because I'm building a new business, sometimes I have to say no to other products or projects that I am working on so that I can stay on track in building this business right here. Notice that I'm building a new YouTube channel for compliance mitigation, and it only has one video and probably no subscribers yet, right? This one has 3,540 subscribers, which isn't a lot in the YouTube community, but you can see how consistent I have been from the oldest video that I published when I was first getting out of prison. I was in the halfway house. This was published, I think it'll probably say
25 years ago.
Yeah, on September the 1st, 2012. So I was still in prison at that time. I was actually going to the halfway house. I transferred from prison to a halfway house on August the 11th, 2012, right? August 13th, 2012. So I just learned about YouTube, and I filmed this video at the Hilton there in the Tenderloin district, or they would call it probably Union Square of San Francisco. The halfway house was a couple blocks away in a place called the Tenderloin. And this was the start of my YouTube journey. It was the start of this pathway that I was pursuing to document my story. And you can see, there are more than, 800 or so videos on here. And they just document the entire story of what I was doing from the time I started building my career after coming back to society. And it's something I want you to be thinking about, because in order to build that, I had to say no a lot of times to other activities that were threatening to take away my time. And now this one, I'm building this new company. If I pull it, if I go to it, you see it has no videos. It actually has one video because I just published it yesterday. But you're going to see how I populate this. This has not even had a single view yet, okay? It's a brand new channel. And I've got to populate it with a tremendous amount of content that I'm building for this new website. So this is a priority for me to get this website going and get it ready to advertise to people across the country, business owners primarily. I'm producing all of these case studies, as you can see down here. All of these case studies require me to produce media. So that means an audio file and a video file. Every one of them requires that. So first we have to work toward generating the content. Then once we generate the content, like here is the content. This is the content. This is a case study about how people in business make decisions that can expose them to government investigations and potentially fraud. And so we publish that there. But in order to complete the project, I also need to create a video and an audio file. And the only one I've done that for is this one right here. So you'll see here, there's a podcast. So I started the Compliance Mitigation podcast yesterday. And then I published the first video that goes with it. And all of this is part of the extensive work that we have to do to build a company that is going to teach people. We've also built this pretty cool login page that you see. If somebody logs in, if somebody goes to the website and they want to log in, they would click this information here, just be able to log in, and bam, now they're in the site and they can access their library. So the library for me will include all of this content that I'm offering. And these are courses that people get certificates for going through. And of course, we sell this to business owners. So this is a big priority for me. Well, it requires, in order for me to stay focused on it, it requires that I work every day and stay focused every day. And one of the big projects that I'm working on right now is working to develop the business model so that I can communicate the business model to potential investors, potential partners. This is what I want you to be thinking about if you're launching your life. Don't build your life in some haphazard way without really clearly documenting what you're trying to accomplish, and then creating the tools, tactics, and resources that are going to help you to execute, and then measuring your progress every day. If you're really on this discipline plan, which a lot of times I like to say is like a three-legged stool, right? You've got to have all three legs. You've got to have the documented strategy. You've got to have the tools, tactics, and resources, and you've got to execute every day if you want this to stand. Without it, there's no way this can stand. So these are the tools, tactics, and resources I am creating to build this business. And since I've got a little time here before I conclude this video, I'll just walk you through what it means. I have to describe what is the purpose of my business. And for this business, we're creating compliance training and messaging systems for corporate America to help business leaders and team members avoid government investigations and avoid allegations of internal fraud. We want to be able to show them how easily their decisions on the job can lead to charges for white-collar crime. And so we offer 4 different products. One of them is called Compliance 101, which we call a compliance as a service business, similar to software as a service, where people can subscribe to our program with a monthly subscription fee, and we give them compliance courses every day. And they get certificates, and through this process, they're really protecting the company against a government investigation. And, if something happens, God forbid, hopefully they can qualify for a deferred prosecution agreement or leniency because they're demonstrating a good faith effort to live in compliance with the laws and the regulations. So that's one of the products that we're offering through compliance mitigation. 2 are risk assessments, where we will go into the business and do a risk assessment analysis by interviewing all of their team leaders and directors and look at their policies and use our expertise of having gone through government investigations to present them with some strategies that they might be able to pursue to protect themselves and to mitigate against risk. Then we also provide a service of corporate messaging where we will help them with their scripts, we will help them with their messaging so that they are on point, and their data preservation, their record preservation. So build for them CRM systems and tools, corporate wikis, and company manuals and things. All these tools and resources that will help them avoid a government investigation. And then we have an ongoing service where we monitor their progress throughout the year with either quarterly reviews or biannual reviews or even annual reviews, whatever it is. And we've got a very specific market. But in order for me to go out and get the message, I've got to do a tremendous amount of work of all this writing that describes our messaging, our processes, how we are doing it ourselves, because our message is always, we never ask anybody to do anything that we are not doing. And that's what I'm suggesting that you do as well. You make decisions that are right for you and that are consistent with the success that you are determined to achieve. If you don't do that, it's really easy to get distracted because you want to say yes to everything, and truthfully, we just don't have the time to say yes to everything. In fact, I'm looking over here at my email lists right here and just seeing how many people are reaching out to me and asking me to schedule meetings with them or get on Zoom calls with them. And the truth is, I just don't have time to get diverted from building my business to talk with other people because I've got business development work to do for my own company. I've got client services work to do for the people who have hired us. And I just can't get diverted to work on one-on-one projects. But fortunately, we've got a great team, and we are always producing new content to show people what they can do to tap into resources themselves and reach their highest potential. That's why we've put a team together that of people that can help us with either mitigation experts, writing exercises, consulting. I generally don't do that kind of work. I have to say no, because if I do that, I can't be using my time to create the information, the resources that we need, the tools, tactics, and resources for our team to succeed. So I'm going to encourage you to learn that word no. Understand how to stay focused on the goals that you want, and that's the way that you're going to make a difference in your life. And one of the ways that you can make a difference today is by going to the top banner of our YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and hit subscribe so that you can become a member of our community. If you're watching this in prison, you might tell your loved ones to visit us at Prison Professors and send you some of the books, including the Earning Freedom Daily Journal, which you could be using today to start documenting your pathway to success. Every day's lesson includes a lesson, includes critical thinking exercises, includes some new words to hopefully help you develop your vocabulary and help you find meaning and relevance during this difficult time in your life. My name is Michael Santos, and on behalf of our entire team at Prison Professors, but also at our new company, Compliance Mitigation, we want to wish you success and ask you to subscribe or like or join us however you're getting this information. I'll do my best to continue to create these videos every day. If I can't do a daily journal entry, I'll publish whatever I'm doing on compliance mitigation just so that you can follow along in the process. Thank you.